That's a real good point. I knew when Alex Jones first got banned from like Facebook and Twitter and all the platforms, and people were like, well, he is pretty crazy, so I think it's cool he got banned. I knew like 3 people who worked for antiwar.com who were just hardcore anti-war activists, not conspiracy theorists at all, and they all got banned too. And it's almost like when they make this big thing.
InfoWars,
well, no, they had nothing to do with InfoWars. It was just in the sweep of, hey, we're banning crazy people. Also, these people who have been like against the wars through Bush, Obama, and Trump, they got kicked off too. Scott Horton, Daniel McAdams, a few people I know who are like, really not hard right or hard left, just we shouldn't be fighting these wars in the Middle East. The point you're making, it goes, you can kind of sell it under this banner of, well, we're banning political speech.
Yeah.
But then it kind of kicks out all these other people. You're like, that's not really what you sold this as. And it gets kind of, like, personally for me, I'd rather just see no internet censorship. Let's try to win the conversation.
The ACLU.
Whoever's out there, like if somebody wants to go, oh, the Holocaust never happened, whatever. Let's beat them in the argument. Let's not kick people offline. Let's let them speak. Like beat free speech with better speech.
I disagree
you know what
with
I mean?
that.
Oh man, when the Klan was going to march in Skokie, the ACLU fought for them to be able to march. It can't be either or. It's free speech for everybody.
That was pre-internet.
Yeah, that's
And
pre-internet.
pre-Fox News.
But so you disagree with me on that?
I do. I disagree with, if there's something that we know, the Ku Klux Klan was an ideology, and that's different than saying Sandy Hook nobody died in Sandy Hook, they were actors, and it's a false flag operation, and the government is behind it. And specific people, mentioning specific people. And then those people, and we've seen numerous examples of people who receive that information and then go murder people. And I think...
You can censor people. And I just...
But come on,
I'm sorry, you said I think. I didn't mean to cut you off. And you think.
I think you can censor obvious... incendiary lies.
Our jobs are to educate ourselves as citizens.
Well, we failed.
Well,
we're failing, and people are getting
But so you're going to
hurt.
say, look, if you say someone could say this thing and then someone goes and kills some people, didn't that Hinckley guy shoot Reagan over Jodie Foster or something like that? I mean, people commit acts of violence.
He didn't look anything up on the internet.
Right, that's my point. I'm saying, like, you could, look, if you want to say, oh, we should censor lies, well, that begs the question, not the logical term, just it leads to the question, who decides what lies are and what the truth are?
I know what a lie and a truth is.
Well, I'm sorry. You can clap for that. I don't trust you to be the overlord who decides what the truth is, and I don't trust anyone else, the government or any academics or anyone else to do it either. Like, I think put it out there. And by the way, it's the job of us, if we're talking about the job of political satire, if someone puts out something about how they don't believe, like, whatever, Sandy Hook, kids died there, it's our job to make fun of that person until everyone goes, that guy's ridiculous.
So,
and if there's some crazy person who hears it and goes and commits violence, the justification for that is the justification to shut down freedom of speech completely, because someone could take it the wrong way. Someone could take what I'm saying the wrong way right now.
You're making a massive leap.
I don't think he is, and I don't even like this guy.
I think
I'm punching down.
Let me bring this idea in a much micro way. So there is a group of people you're not aware of yet. You will become aware of them shortly, but you're not aware of them yet, and they, for whatever reason, don't like something you said. They maybe have context. Okay, I don't know that. All right, then they decide. They take something out of context, whatever it is. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just manufacture it wholesale. That you're a pedophile, that there was a child that you raped, a 6-year-old boy that you raped behind a school.
That was specific.
Yeah, well, these things
No, I'm
are
saying
specific.
your example's getting to me. It hit me.
And then these people, they're because of their influence, and nobody's checked them because everybody has the right to say whatever they want. There's no censorship. And now you're out of a job.
No, there's libel and slander, and you get to defend yourself.
Good
and if
luck.
you're innocent, that's
good
not
luck.
true.
Alex Jones has not been. It's been years.
If Mr. Guy in the White House there, I can't say what it is.
Let me finish my point.
Well, I want to hear what you have to say.
All right.
Your,
Why just him?
Because
I could rape a child.
Okay.
Be a little bit harder, but let her go. Girl power.
It's called pegging. Anyway, so. And this is a wonderful talk on comedy satire. But I want to hear, so your life is ruined, maybe to the point to where you're suicidal because your girlfriend or wife leaves you, your family disowns you, all based on lies because we have no censorship at all. Anybody is allowed, anybody, an individual, an organization, they're allowed to put out whatever they want. How do you feel about it?
Okay, that sounds like it sucks. But let me say this. You can always paint a picture of how terrible things could be if we had free speech. I mean, you're right. I mean, if we had free speech, people could say...
That's an easy one.
No, I get what you're saying. If we had free speech, people could say terrible things about me, and maybe other people would believe them. However, as like the founders said, right, was it Jefferson or one of the others? I would rather deal with the problems of too much liberty rather than the issues of too little of it. Okay, so you're right, but in the reality of hold on, let me just say this.
Yep.
In actual empirical historical evidence, what happens when you ban speech, right? You guys all know the you can't yell fire in a crowded theater, right?
For the greater
good.
good.
Fire, 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 fire. I just did it. So what? Do you know where that Supreme Court decision came from? It was against World War I anti-war protesters who were handing out anti-war pamphlets, and they used it to lock them up in jail. So you can actually, to me, I'm more concerned with the danger of some authority saying, no, that's too far on the free speech. And it usually isn't, like you were saying, just slander or libel. It's usually something that's like a threat to the establishment, a threat to the power structure. So I'd rather just have somebody be able to say, hey, Dave's a pedophile, and then I can go, what evidence do you have of that?
Right.
And they have nothing.
I just want to say that my evidence that could now be used against me was a hypothetical.
But they could make,
Right.
yeah, but
Only
they,
hypothetical that I
Good
could
luck
rape a
with that.
child. I really could.